guys, welcome back to another episode of Outdoor Experiences. Today we're going to talk about some of the things we would recommend packing and things we'd recommend to leave at home when you're planning your next canoe trip to the Boundary Waters. Keep in mind the trip we did was 4 days, so if there's anything you feel would be useful in that time frame, or things you think you might want to leave at home, let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss out on any future videos. Now let's get into it. To make the list easy, we're going to start by talking about 3 main items from each side of the list. First thing we're going to talk about is the things to leave at home. First one on our list, large Coleman electric or gas lanterns. Although having a larger light source is nice, we found ourselves not really using them any more than just in our tent at night for a little bit. This could have easily been replaced by a smaller light source that was more easily packed and or used. If you feel like you're going to need a larger light source, try to bring just one. Next on the list is extra hoodies. Sometimes bringing less is always better. Always make sure to check your weather, but unless you tend to get crazy messy, a single hoodie should be just fine for either day trips or just sleeping. Extra clothing gets bulky in your packs and takes up needed room for other essential gear. The summer months are really only cool at night or early morning, so unless you're planning to start canoeing early in the day, or you're going to be getting chilly at night, maybe leave the extra hoodie at home. Next up is an extra cooking source. On this trip, we happen to have not only a small individual jet boil, but a Coleman pack stove as well. This was in addition to the fire grates that are already provided by the U.S. Forestry Services on all marked campsites within the Boundary Waters. Although it was nice to have something that was instant hot and didn't need to be stoked, and we didn't have to worry about fueling with anything other than wood, the jet boil really didn't get used except for to make coffee on one of the mornings. The Coleman pack stove was the same kind of situation. Using it for one or two breakfasts really didn't make packing the propane tanks as well as the burner itself worth it. We'd recommend bringing a pan that you know you could cook over an open flame or on top of a grate. This not only makes it easy because it's less for you to carry, but you know that your source is already there. Being that they're wood-burning fire pits, with plenty of fuel for you to use. Moving on to what we would recommend to bring. Headlamps are an absolute must. Not only can they take up the use of a larger lantern, but you're able to use them without your hands. Being able to have a light source that is easy and accessible for you can make the trip just that much more enjoyable. Inflatable pillows. Saving space in your pack and not having it be as bulky or worrying about your pillow getting wet is a big plus. An inflatable pillow is not only more packable, but far easier to dry if they get wet. Lastly is a good pair of waterproof shoes. I happen to use a pair of Tevas the entire trip and really had no issues since we aren't really doing any hiking when we're on this kind of trip. Others brought things like Hey Dudes, which are great for closed-toes options considering they're still have plenty of traction underneath, and they're more comfortable. Another simple pair of water shoes that are more durable that have the mesh toppings such as Merrells or Keens are great as well if you're planning to get your feet wet. Having closed-toed options makes it easier if you are planning to walk from portage to portage where you feel like you may want that, but it certainly wasn't a necessity for us. We would love to hear more of your recommended camping gear or gear that you would say is always worth just leaving at home and never really comes in handy. Let us know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you on the next one.